Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Legacy Initiative by Gerard Hepburn. So this morning's message is basically don't count yourself out. Okay, it's not about what other people think of you, and it's not about what they say about you. It's what you think about yourself. Okay, in time you will be able to show people what your worth is and what you mean, like to yourself. Okay, your growth and everything that you're enduring right now and what you're going through right now has nothing to do with anybody else but you. Regardless of how people treat you, it's you. First of all, you have to change your mindset. Your mindset is the first stage. So, what I want to do is I'd like to just add a little bit of just a little scripture, or one verse scripture, and because I don't want to make it so surrounded by God, though God is my foundation, that's for me, but it's just for you. You could find in your own religious source or your own spirituality, even in the universe, if that's what you believe. But regardless, my foundation is God, so I have to use that as something that I lean on to. But I'm hoping that you could find it in your own faith as well to help you lean on. So the slow scripture I have is the Psalm 118, and it's the 22nd verse. And it says, "The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone." Right? And that's it right there. That's just the only scripture I want to give you guys. And basically what it is just that you have people in your life or people that are who surround you, and they like that other person ain't nothing. They don't see your worth and all that stuff. And so they basically count you out. They just tell you that, oh, the shit ain't gonna be nothing. They talk about you. They do all these things to you and stuff for that, because I guess I feel like the real reason why they do it is because you don't even respect yourself. You don't even really love yourself. And you might say you do, but what are you doing? You're only right there sitting down, huddled up in the corner, and you're just allowing any and everything to happen to you. And you're being humble, and I respect that humbleness, because I am a humble person as well. But at the same time, being a humble person, that doesn't mean that you have to be a mat for people to walk over, or just a punching bag. You're not a punching bag. You're a human being. Okay, you're an amazing person, and you just have to basically decide whenever you make that decision, that conscious decision yourself. Like, I think that you should make the decision now, because you need to start today. But you have to make that conscious decision for yourself, and there's nobody that can do it except for you, or whatever. Like, I can speak and I could try to be that encouragement backbone for you as I actually go on my own growth and telling myself better as well. But it only started when I made a decision. I had to first make my decision that I'm not gonna allow people to treat me the way that they have been treating me, and I love myself. I have to find reasons that my reasons for why I want to live, and it's the same for you. If you have a kid, if you have a mom or dad or whatever, and if they are the only people that loved you or whatever, sometimes you gotta live for them. Imagine the hurt and damage that you'll do. Like, you'll see these memes and these pictures or whatever where if your like, basically, what would you do if your mom died, or would you save your mom from like a burning building and all that stuff? And everybody jumps up and like, hell yes, I'm gonna save my mom. I don't $1 million can't bring back my mom. Like, I wouldn't even slap my mom for $1 million. Like, she's worth that much to me. And if you don't have kids to lean on, then let it be a mom. If you don't have a mom, let it be your dad. If you don't have a dad, you have a best friend. I'm pretty sure that you have a best friend. Everybody basically has a best friend, best cousin, whatever. But you have somebody, and that person could be the reason why you need to live. Because you could imagine the destruction and damage that you could do to that person just by losing you. To whatever it is that you lost, just imagine the fact that that person that you care so much about also lost it, regardless of how hard life is. I understand life is hard. Trust you, me, I know. Like, I feel as though I have been hit with everything. Next to everything that the devil could throw at me, or what God would allow the devil to test me with, because he has so much faith and trust in me. And if you if the only person that you can live for is to live for God, because you know what, you know that, you know, if they, you commit suicide or harm yourself or whatever, that's a big abominational sin, and it's said that you go straight to hell for it. But regardless, if that's the only person that you have, then you know, then that's the person that you gotta live for. And you know what, to be really honest with you, you could go outside to your neighbor, and to be really honest, and this is crazy. I just literally just came in my spirit, and it just come now. And so you could literally go outside to your neighbor, right? And I mean, you and your neighbors are two different people, of course, and you might not even talk to them. And you could literally walk up to them, and you could just go to them and say, "Hey, I'm like having a really hard time in life, and I just want a second of day. I know that you don't really care that much about me or whatever, because we haven't talked and we don't haven't built a relationship and stuff like that. But I'm having a really hard life right now." And you know what? You could ask them, "Could you be the reason that I live? Like, just for a day longer? Just be the reason for me." You know, it really needs to start with you, that you need to live for yourself. But sometimes people need to just find one person that would just say, "Okay, yes, I would like for you to live for me." Just to be that person that I'll live today just for you, just to make sure that I'm here. It don't have to benefit them nothing, like because, oh, you don't work for them, you don't do nothing for them. But what it is just indirectly doing something for you. You're trying to find something to live for, even if it seems like it's nothing for you to live for. Okay? Um, so you know what? Don't count yourself out. That's the basically the main story part of this message is just don't count yourself out. You are valuable. You are valuable to people or whatever. And the people who can't see it now, trust me, they're gonna regret it. Remember, I don't know if anybody have ever experienced this though, but there would be this girl who would be in the school or whatever. You go through high school with her, and then like she's not really hot or whatever. No one really cares about her, and like they brush her off, and then it's like we all graduate from school, and then next minute you see, oh, like 2 3 years later, she's this amazing chick, or this guy is just like super wealthy or a business guy. Like he has his whole thing together. He already finished college and everything, and this dude is doing well. He's making like 6 figures and everything. Like he's a boss and stuff like that. And people counted them out. You counted that person out. But just like how they counted that person out, and that person had a growth that nobody even understood, and it's just like, wow, it's the same for you. You can be that person. That could start with you today. That, you know what, you don't got to say much to a lot of people, you know. All the people who counted you out, shh, silence. Make that move, right? Go do your growth. Go spend the time with yourself. Make a growth. Start something. Go to school. Go read the Bible. Go exercise. Whatever. Work on yourself. Like my goal right now for myself is I'm working on myself. I'm working up on my businesses. I'm working up on, like, and when I say self, I mean mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and also physically. So there will be some exercising and going walking and gym time and stuff as well. I'm trying to, like, you know, read a little bit more. As you see, I'm doing this, trying to be the encouragement to you guys, but also being an encouragement to myself. I actually go and watch these videos again just to encourage myself through the day, because like I said, it has to start with you. Okay, you need to do it for yourself. You know, I have things to live for, and I mean, I think that I'm blessed that God allowed me to have a one living child, at least one living child, and a family, you know, and it includes my wife, and I have that. So that's, I guess, should be something for me to live for. You know, I don't want to let my son suffer that he lost his dad, you know, at a very young age, because my son is only 4 years old. So he has like a whole life ahead of him, you know, and I mean, he's gonna need me. Like, I just got him a bike for Christmas, so I have to teach him how to ride a bike properly. Like, he's depending on the training wheels, but he has no balance. Like, he still falls off on the training wheels. So I gotta do that. Okay, like at least let that be my big dad moment, you know. But and then I gotta show him that, dad was going through a rough time, you know, and dad got through it. And that means if I can do it, I can lead by example that he can do it. And You could have a family member like a niece or whatever, and that niece could be that person that you want to show that, hey, I could be like the favorite aunt or uncle, and they kind of kids know when you're going through a tough time. They kind of just have that sixth sense to know. So when the time comes when they get a little bit older, they can look back at you and be like, hey, you're going through something rough, right? Be like, yeah, when you were born, I was going through a really rough time as well. My life was crazy, and I looked at you and I said, you know what, I didn't want to be gone and didn't have the chance to really enjoy being a part of your life. And I don't know how that would have made you feel then, but I didn't want to cheat myself out of the time with you. And so I stuck it out to be here for you. And maybe I'm hoping that I can be an example for you in your later years when you're going through a really rough time. Because that's what this thing is about, dude. It's about being there for yourself, but also being an encouragement for someone else, because not everybody have the same thing, you know. Um, Yesterday, on my previous video on Get Up, just Get Up, I started moving. I mentioned actually getting some post sticky notes. Okay, so I got some sticky notes today. Yesterday. And I decided that what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna write down on my sticky notes some little things. You have like that family member or that loved one or that child or whatever giving you a reason. Write down their name and say, I have a reason to live. I need to live for so and so. But make sure that you also put, regardless of you living for somebody else, make sure that you put, I am living for myself. Okay? Other people are important, but you are the most important person. Okay? And I'm not trying to go on this selfish thing, because it's not about how you like basically treat yourself, but there comes a certain point where you have to stop tolerating certain things that people allow to happen to you. Okay? So, and I'm not saying that you have to treat them wrong, but you need to stand up for the way that you're being treated. So, and that's basically my point. I don't want you to go and do some selfish foolishness where you start doing a bunch of things that could really negatively affect your family life or affect other people because of your anger and your bitterness of what you're going through. No, I'm not trying to promote anything like that. No, you know what? When someone talks to you harsh or whatever, be like, hey, hold up, let's stop for a second. Okay, I'm not gonna allow you to talk to me that way, okay? And so you need to make a decision of whether or not you choose to continue communicating with me, for us to be in each other's life, or if you're gonna adjust the way you communicate with me, because whatever it is that you think that you're doing right now is not gonna be tolerated no more for me. And if someone decides that they don't respect that, you just walk away. You don't have to throw up hands, you don't have to do anything, but you just stood up for yourself. And you decide, you know what? That person is just not worth just the drama. And the issue is like, I'm gonna walk away or whatever. And you know what? It takes a lot. It takes a lot just to walk away. And that shows your real strength. You know what? And to be honest with you, when sometimes you just walk away and you don't react to things, it hurts the person who's trying to manipulate you or get you to react the way that they want you to react more. Weird enough. Because the only thing they're saying is, yeah, he or she gonna blow up, they're gonna snap. Yeah, I want them to snap and see this or whatever. Because yes, I did it. I made sure I got them. It's not about that. It's not about them, dude. It's about you, how you react to a situation. You just brush it off, like, whatever, bro. You're just looking for attention. That's what you tell them. You're looking for attention. You're looking for me to give you something because you have this power over my life. No, nobody has the power over your life except for you and the person you believe in, your God. Okay, so make sure that you find something, like a 2 packs, because it's gonna be a lot of writing. Okay, there's gonna be a mirror here. We can stick it up on the mirror. Sorry, let me make sure that. Oh, yeah, you can stick it up on the mirror there, so you could actually every time you walk into your bathroom, you could see it. You could put it in your car to see it. You could even write it and stick it on your books if you're a college kid or a student. Just put on your books. Put it someplace where you can see it. Like just put it there every morning, every day, whatever. Just read it, just to re-encourage yourself, re-solidify your own thoughts. And so that's basically my next step right now is doing that. I planned on going to the gym this morning, and so I woke up, I did my morning devotion. I prayed where I got this. I prayed. I read my Bible. I even listened to a sermon, and basically that's what kind of where I got my scripture for the day. I have this Bible app that gives you a basically like a morning word for the day, but I'll go and read the entire chapter, and when I read the chapter, I'll pick out a verse out of it, and basically that's what I give you guys, and I just think about it for a little while and come there. But anyway, I did that, and then I went back to sleep. I woke up at like about 4:30, gave God 30 minutes to an hour of my time. Try not to stick on Facebook and all that stuff, because some of the stuff on Facebook is good, but some of the stuff is also it's also hurtful or whatever, because you start to realize a lot of things, because people saying the same things that you've been saying to yourself or you want to say and stuff like that, and you're like, why didn't other people can't understand this? And then you end up becoming angry and bitter with the person who basically take advantage of you for, basically for you just being a nice person. You're just trying to be a nice person, a good person, and people would take that as a sign of weakness and use it to their advantage. And then my biggest thing is that, sometimes too much of that or whatever, that buildup of anger and bitterness and all that stuff, dude, you could react on that. It could turn you into, you've had enough. Because remember, you might be living around with some of the people that you're dealing with, or they could be coming in contact with you every day, and it's like, I gotta see you every day, I gotta go through this every day. Eventually, there's something gonna happen where you're gonna mentally think, you know what, I'm not gonna go through this another day. I'm gonna be done with this. And my way of being done with this foolishness is, I'm gonna take you out. And I'm not gonna tell nobody, please don't do that. Don't do that, dude. Your freedom is so important, okay? Like, dude, you have no idea, bro. Like, being in a jail cell is not fun, okay? You're in there with a complete stranger. You don't know what the outcome gonna be. You don't even know if they're gonna do anything, try to do anything to you. You don't even know how it's gonna affect. Like, it could be like a petty crime, like a misdemeanor, or dude, this thing could just destroy your entire life. And dude, you don't want that. Dude, you don't want it, dude. You have your whole life to live for. You have people in your life to live for. Trust me, I know. I know personally, I've been arrested 3 times now. Okay? Like, it's crazy. It's not, and I'm telling you, like, this destruction thing, man, this self-destruction thing, man, it's not worth it, or whatever. The way you react to things that people do and stuff, or whatever, is very important. You can't react to it, or whatever. It will destroy your life, okay? I kind of let a little bit of my personal life in this, but it's real. It's real, and that's my goal. My goal is for this thing to be real, okay? For you to know the truth, like, this is just not a game. It's not. It's just not something that you think is, it's not a laughing matter. You can destroy your life. So don't worth it. It's not worth it. The people are not worth it. You are worth living for, okay? That's gonna be the end of this video. Just wanted to say that you're amazing. You are strong. You're powerful. You're beautiful. And again, I want you in this world. I need you in this world, because this world needs me as well, okay? And I just want to let you know that I love you, okay? And don't count yourself out. Remember, do not count yourself out. Have a great day. Bye.